So yesterday I teased this story for you guys. We talked about Joe Rogan and Tucker Carlson doing a podcast and the various noteworthy clips that came out of that. And one of the things is they talked about Alex Jones, and Tucker Carlson basically called him like a prophet. Well, I told you, hold on to I have an Alex Jones story for you tomorrow. And this is it. So the other day was 420. And, most people probably think of 420 as smoking weed day, right? Like that's the general understanding of 420. But it's also Hitler's birthday, okay? Only the most online people realize that. I don't think most people could tell you what day was Hitler's birthday. So Alex Jones sees this post. The post says, Hitler's birthday on April 20th, photo collection thread. So Alex Jones sees that, and he quote tweets it and says the following. Happy birthday to the man who got 24 million Germans killed. Hitler also launched a world war that killed another 80 million people. Just because our rulers are evil does not mean Hitler was good. Fuck Adolf Hitler. I mean, this is going to be the lowest bar of all time. But credit to Alex Jones for being anti-Hitler? This is how low the bar has fallen, man. And we got to come out here and be like, this guy's not that bad. He doesn't like Hitler. What are we doing here? By the way, one noteworthy thing. Notice the way he phrased that. He said the man who got 24 Germans killed in a world war that killed another 80 million people. I don't know. It's just kind of interesting that he didn't mention, Jews in particular. That, it just seems a little bit like he could have said the 6 million Jews, but he left that out. And it's like, why'd you leave that out? 24 million Germans killed, another 80 million people. Anyway, maybe I'm being a little too nitpicky. I don't know. You guys tell me, but I just found it curious. The first thing usually when somebody thinks of Adolf Hitler, it's like, oh, the Holocaust, right? Oh, trying to exterminate Jews, disabled people, communists, etc., right? Anyway, I digress. By the way, this might be because, I don't know if you guys remember, we covered it on this channel, I think. Alex Jones debated Nick Fuentes about Hitler. There's also that very famous clip of Alex Jones and Kanye West, and Kanye West is saying things like, I love Hitler, and Alex Jones is trying to help him out, and he's like, no, you mean like the uniforms, right? You think the uniforms were kind of cool. Yeah, they were like Hugo Boss uniforms. They were kind of cool, but you mean the uniforms, right? And Ye is like, no, I love Hitler. Hitler did some good things. Okay. So maybe that's still floating around in his head, the debate with Nick Fuentes or the Kanye West thing, or maybe he sees in his own audience like, hey, there's people getting a little too cuddly and snuggly with one of the biggest mass murderers in history. I'm not really for that. Okay. Look at this, guys. Hey, Alex, who declared war on who? How many attempts at peace were rejected by Churchill? Why did Rudolf Hess fly on a solo mission of peace only to be locked away and tortured for 46 years? Alex says, that's after Hitler invaded Poland and France. Alex Jones will question anything except the official World War II narrative. I've read over 100 books on World War II, and I've read 4 books written by top Nazis. It is you that is mistaken. Alex married into the family Jones. I don't know, is he trying to say like Alex Jones' wife is a Jew or something? My wife is German and Irish. I had made jokes that I am Jewish back in the day when I was trolling fools. My ex-wife did have a grandfather that was Jewish. My 4 children are all America First Christians. I come from English, German, Scottish, and Irish ancestry. Blah, 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 blah. I'm sick of these kinds of characters. Alex says, me too. I think I'm sick of these kinds of characters. He's talking about you, Alex. That you're on the right, but you're anti-Hitler. Apparently, this post you're not able to see. From what I'm seeing in the comments, Hitler is becoming a mythic hero in a world gone mad. Interesting times ahead. Yes, people hate the current scum in power so much they think Hitler was a hero. It's a big indicator of how fucked up the NWO is, but the globalists continue digging the hole deeper. Anyway, the UK started World War II, though. Britain did not start World War II. It instead was started by Nazi Germany, who invaded Poland, whose independence was guaranteed by the UK. Alex's fans when Alex says he doesn't like Hitler.
I'll eat your ass. I will. I will eat your ass. I will eat your ass first.
Who launched the World War, Alex? You're either purposefully misinforming your followers or you're ignorant of the history. I love in a post where he's like, fuck Hitler. I'm against Hitler. He's like, you're purposefully misinforming your followers. What is wrong with people? What is wrong with people? Oh my God. Anyway, believe it or not, guys, this is actually like a lot cleaner for the replies than what it was when I first saw it. When I first looked at it, every single comment was like basically Hitler's based, Hitler wanted peace, Hitler was correct. Like every single one was pro-Hitler and anti-Alex Jones for saying that. Which, look, there's a couple things. See, again, look at this. LOL at he started a world war. Really? Are people really making the argument that Hitler was not expansionist and exterminationist? Like, are we really that dumb now? Have we really been that deluded by fucking brainworms you get online, going down Reddit page rabbit holes where you end up on some Nazi site? I mean, anyway, where was I? Either, like, there's a very, very serious problem with X now. And there was a couple articles about this recently that said, like, you have all of these, like, openly Nazi accounts now with the blue checks, because you know how he made it with the blue checks where you could purchase it now. But apparently recently, like, I think I randomly out of nowhere got a blue check, even though I never paid for one and never would. So I don't know if he's, like, changing the formulation a little bit on how to get a blue check, but there were all these big accounts that are promoted because they have the blue check that are just, like, flat-out Nazi accounts. So there's a problem with X. But then also, look, Alex, it has to be said, right? What kind of an audience are you cultivating, dude? What kind of an audience is this? Like, you're saying fuck you to Hitler and it's like controversial and people are against you? And these are the people that have been following you for years that, like, you've built up their trust and respect and support, and now you say something like this and they turn on you? It's one of those moments where it's like, you know, you made your bed, now you're going to sleep in it. Right? And I don't know, maybe that's too harsh because he did do the debate with Nick Fuentes. He did say he hates Hitler when he was talking to Ye, but I don't know. Is there something about his particular brand of conspiracism that leads people? It's almost like everybody tries to outdo the next person, right? And it starts out with just, you know, some run-of-the-mill conspiracy theory stuff. Some of it even true. You know, JFK assassination. It wasn't a lone gunman. It wasn't just Lee Harvey Oswald. Everybody knows it goes deeper than that. But you start out with that, a little bit of Operation Northwoods. You know, you expand it a little bit, maybe go a little too far, a little bit of 9/11 trutherism in there, and then you go a little bit further more, and I don't know. Next thing you know, he's talking about intergalactic gremlin aliens, which is something he literally does. But, like, at some point, it's almost like people look for the most hyperbolic, extreme position and then view it as, since this is the most edgy, since this is the most extreme, it also is the truth. Right? Did he start that sort of pipeline into extremism? I don't know. I'm just floating stuff here. I'm curious what you guys think about it, but man, that's so dark. I mean, you're basically like, fuck Hitler, and your own audience is like dogpiling you because they're like, actually, we like Hitler. Or here's another theory. Is this just the effect, the Nick Fuentes effect? Where, like, Nick Fuentes, very, like, openly Nazi commentator, has his followers, the Groypers or whatever, and there's a decent number of them, and they're all super active, just waiting for somebody to say something negative about their emperor, overlord, god king, Hitler, and, like, they go in? Or is it just, like, he's cultivated an audience, built him up, and now they're just attacking because they see him saying something bad about Hitler? I don't know. But either way, man, this is not, like... This is not something you would ever imagine, even like 10 years ago, would ever be a thing. Like, anybody openly defending Hitler online, other than in the deepest, darkest corners of the internet. Right? On one of, like, the white supremacist websites, which everybody knew to fucking stay away from. Where you got psychos and killers and all sorts of weirdos on. Now it's everywhere. Now you see that, like, this is mainstream shit on Twitter. What are we doing here? So, very, very disturbing. Hey, y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop. And watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.